Welcome back to the Fifth Candle. This is Eb Trace, a journey through the Stardew Valley Challenge. We're going to jump right into a segment called Ask Your Boy. G-Baby in Denton asks, Shane, what are 3 things a beginner should know? Alright, well, I already answered you, but I'm going to go ahead and publicly answer it, and then next week we can answer other questions if you guys have any. So, number 1 is actually my rapper name. It says here on my notes, ASAP Sprinks. So, one of the most best things that you can do in Stardew Valley is get sprinklers as soon as possible, and then so you can start automatically watering all of your regrowables. Regrowable crops is where a lot of the money comes from. Blueberries, cranberries, corn, etc. Alright, number 2 is that fishing is important, and I'm going to go into depth about fishing, but maybe in a later episode, but that remains as the second good thing that a beginner should know. And number 3 is don't be scared of mods. So mods are really easy to import into your game. It's not difficult at all, and they really enhance the game in a large way. So hashtag 2 orange trees. Alright, so we're going to talk about the goals, and then we're going to talk about, I'm going to focus some time today talking about mining tips, because I think the mine is really important, and I spent a lot of time mining in this episode, and then we'll let you guys go. This is also just another week of Stardew Valley time, and so next video, hopefully, in this weekend, it will be the first 7 days of summer. Very exciting time. Alright, let's jump into it. First goal for this week, which is the 22nd through the end of spring, to the 28th, was get to level 9 fishing. Getting your fishing all the way up to like level 8, 7 or 8 is actually really easy, goes really fast, but then it starts becoming really, really slow, and getting to 9, it takes a lot of casts, and getting to 10 takes also a ton of casts. So, and we want to be level 10 sometime mid-summer so we can catch Crimson. Number 2 is we wanted to upgrade our pickaxe and our axe to tier 3. So go ahead and upgrade it to, I think in the last video we talked about upgrading it to the copper, or to tier 2, and then now we wanted to get both of those to the iron quality. And then also I wanted to take a note is that I'm not actually upgrading my watering can, since I'm putting such a large focus on getting sprinklers. There's very little use for upgrading the watering can. Plus, I'm actually not quite convinced yet how much the upgraded watering can really helps you. And also, it puts an emphasis on you not watering too much if you have the regular watering can. There's so much other stuff to do. You can't be on your farm all morning long watering and using up all your energy. You need to only water, I would say, upwards to like somewhere to like only 20 to 50 plants. If you're doing watering more than like 40 plants every single, dude, check that mega bomb out. That was dope. Those are sweet, by the way. We'll get into the mining tips in a second. If you're watering upwards of 40 plants, you're watering way too much. You need to either like stop planting, plant less, or use more sprinklers. All right. Number 3 in our goals. I wanted to set out all of my sprinklers for the summer and have a plan where everything was going to be, like where my tomatoes are, where's my corn going to be, where's my blueberries going to be. And actually, we failed this. I wasn't able to actually do it. I wanted to. I kind of have a mental plan, but I actually didn't get my physical sprinklers down and get ready for summer 1, which I believe is actually a really important day. You basically spend all summer 1 long tilling, planting, putting down the fertilizer, watering, because you can't have your sprinklers water for spring 1 unless something's already there, because it becomes untilled. That was kind of confusing. And the last goal was to get the barn. I know we talked about that in the last one, so we went ahead and God damn it, miserable. I went ahead and bought 2 cows, and then I went ahead and also upgraded my coop to the second upgrade at the very end. Should be ready by summer 1. And then a huge mistake that we made was actually spending all of the money that I had saved up basically for Spring 1. I wanted like minimum 25k gold to buy the seeds, everything that I needed for Summer 1. And old dumbface over here literally spent all of it on the 27th. So I did kind of a spring cleaning on the 28th. I found everything I possibly could and just sold it. Everything that I was like kind of keeping for, I was like, I might need this, I might need that, like maybe a gift or I don't know. You just kind of like, I was like hoarding stuff, and I was just like, if you don't desperately need it, or if it's not a bundle, it got sold. And I only was able to make 7.5k, so I go into Summer 1 with only 10k gold, which is like less than half of what I really needed. So that was actually kind of a problem. So I'm gonna have to do a little switcheroo here, and I'm gonna be planting all my regrowables, or yeah, I might not even do the corn on day 1. Actually, I know I'm not doing the corn on day 1. I'm gonna do just basically my blueberries and a couple of other things here and there, and I'm gonna the corn and some of my melons aren't gonna come in until we get a little more money from just alternative sources, etc. All right, we're gonna. Oh, I don't even know my mic. Great editing work, everybody. Where did it go? Need a mic to record, yeah? Alright, so we're going to jump into mining tips. Alright, so obviously it really depends. Is this? Hello? How do you work this thing? Mining tips, it really depends on like what your goal is. If you're just playing casually, don't really care, then turn off the video. But if you're trying to step up your mining efficiency and try to be a little bit, use your time wise. This is already garbage take. So the first thing with a mine is you want to go in with a lot of space. Try and drop off like the tools that you don't need and take energy. And basically you want your weapon, like your sword, you want your hoe, and you want your pickaxe and food. That's it. Try to take it. Don't take anything else. I'm actually super awful at this. I'm constantly taking like my axe and my watering can, and so don't be like me. Anyways, and when you're in the mine, I sort of have like a priority system. So like if then that. So if there are boxes to break, always, no matter what, break those. This is how you get weapons and rings and sometimes just useful stuff. And it's for free energy, so that's always good to do. Then you want to take your stairs down, unless you've already made it to 120, then don't worry about the stairs. And then you want to mine the gems, okay? And this is for several reasons. 1, they're worth money. 2, they're great gifts. 3, they give mining skill. And then after you get the gems that are visible on the floor or easy to get to, then you want to get your ore, get your copper, your iron, your gold, obviously iridium. Iridium actually is the highest priority no matter what, but over a general sense of this. And then after you've gotten those, then you want to kill like the easiest monsters. So for example, the bugs that fly around like in the really high level, I like killing those. Anything you can like one shot or two shot, that's good. Sometimes I'm not feeling the slimes. Those are sort of annoying. Those ghosts, those are super annoying to kill, but they have got a really great loot table. They can drop a lot of great stuff. So if you're looking for coal, you want to kill the coal monsters. But those are also really easy and satisfying to kill. But yeah, kill the easy monsters, and then you want to go ahead and just break the regular stones. Pro tip, the gray stones are the only stones that actually give you mining skill. Like the brown stones that drop geodes, and actually I think the gray stones will drop geodes as well. But the brown stones is when you can occasionally get ore and occasionally get geodes, but you usually are hitting those to try to find stairs so you can go lower. And this is why I was talking about mining on lucky days is such a big deal, because you have a much higher chance of hitting a stairwell on lucky days than not. So I had a couple people say that they didn't think that the luck was as important as what I was putting on it, and I respect that. That's cool. But I think that it's ridiculous if you're spending a lot of time in the mine and you only make it 5 levels, or even 10. I think 10 is really not that much. Go in on a lucky day and go 20, 30, 40. Dude, I've done 40 in one day. Let's go. All you got to do, have a lot of space, hook up some bombs, get some food, jump in there at 9 o'clock and jam. All right. I actually got super lucky with diamonds this run, and actually this is the first playthrough that I went with the trait double gems rather than the additional ore. This was the first time I've ever done it, and I've actually been really impressed with it. I've been ripping out diamonds like they're hot, which 750 a pop, and I've had like 12 or so that's actually pretty good. The ore is just so easy to get, and I mean the gems are easy to get too, but it's really easy to find whatever ore you need other than iridium again. But the gems have been good to help me gives gifts and is a good source of money. Also, question: what's the best thing you can find in the mine in your first spring? What are you looking for? If you said glow ring, you're right. Turns out not having glow ring absolutely sucks. I used to think that this was a bad game design, but actually it's a pretty good game design. Because finally when you get the glow ring, it's actually really exciting. No, the worst thing about the game is eating. Old white face over there, wasting time eating spring onions for like 20 years. So, and actually, I didn't get my first glow ring. I didn't even get it like a mini glow ring. I got a normal glow ring on the 22nd, which I felt was really unlucky. It's really annoying when you're on your farm and it's dark and you're like trying to water and like what's fertilizing and what's not. And huge pain in the dick. Anyways, so I have to talk about mods every video apparently. So I said earlier that I think after I finish the 5th candle, I might be playing Tushi's hard mode mod. Actually, I might be playing longevity mod. I don't know. We're gonna see which one is better at the time when I'm ready to play it in a month or so. So next week we're going to be answering some questions that you guys might have, and we'll dive into fishing a little bit. And we're going to end this week. I'm going to leave you with something non-Stardew Valley related. This past week I celebrated 311 Day. Every year I go back on 311 Day and listen to their entire discography. And one song really reached out and grabbed me. A song that I've been listening to since I was 12 or so. And it's actually the first song on their first album called Welcome. And I'm going to read the last verse for you guys. A little dramatic reading here. And if this resonates with you, then excellent. If it doesn't, you can turn off video. Alright. I fought, kicked, and screamed my way to getting born. Now I feel warm, and I say, come on. The night won't save anyone. Won't you roam? We've grown so we can ride again. Our soul select its own way for the travelin'. We're here. We're breathing, and we want to keep our blood running. So we're going to keep gunning till the next homecoming. See you the next homecoming.